Speaking from 7,000 plus hours of Crusader Kings experience, playing the character always gives the most interesting stories. Unless you are Ned Stark, the world's most boring man. Nothing is happening. I've heard you, okay? I've heard you in the comments, and you can hear me right now. I agree. 100% I agree. This man is too slow to kickstart things with. His heir is also a safe bet, isn't he? Just trusting, fickle, gregarious. Oh, no. We need an ambitious schemester, a warlord, some sort of, someone who wants to manifest destiny. We don't need these people. Even Jon Snow would be more interesting because he's a coward. That would at least give us some interesting stuff to go with. But all of these characters, I mean, Rickard, the irony, of course, Eddard Stark was the one, Ned's trueborn son is the one that I think would have been the most interesting out of all of them. Of course, let me float an idea here. I am not against us jumping in and playing as Lord Rickard. This would be an incredibly interesting character to play as. He's 18. You know, he's got good martial. He has interesting traits: calm, patient, but stubborn. Wants what he wants and will happily wait to achieve that. He is a brilliant general. Some sort of like Stark conquest of the Stormlands would be super, super interesting. That would be a real nice change of pace. Whereas Ned, and sadly his successor, I think are boring as fuck. So why don't we see how we get on today? Why don't we give them 30, 40 minutes as we tend to. We see if there are any big developments that naturally come out of it. If not, I think I might jump over to Rickard. We'll let Marin live his life and do whatever he's got to do. We'll let Jon Snow live their life. We'll check in on them every few episodes. That'll give us a nice little bit of extra intrigue, kind of see what they're up to, see how the AI takes them. But my God, this man is a total wet blanket. I mean, look at the books, look at the show. Tell me something Ned Stark does that isn't just him doing what he's supposed to be doing, i.e. running the realm. You know, what does he do that's interesting about his particular character? Lord Ludd rules over Highport, which is home to a large number of Old Gods followers. Worshippers of the Seven, lords could easily persecute the faithful Old Gods followers living there. Oh my God, and I ask and the game gives. Now, Ned isn't He isn't a particularly religious man, at least in terms of how he's represented in the game. But I would certainly say that in the books and in the show, he clearly has a connection to the old gods, which I think is hard to represent. 'Cause he's not really zealous. He's not like a mad, well, zealot, right? He's not a lunatic. He's not a fanatic. But he certainly has a bit more of a deep intrinsic connection. This is interesting. We could pursue a different path with Ned, one of the old gods. We cannot allow him to oppress the faithful. That is a just thing to do. He is our... The thing is, he's the vassal of one of our vassals. So all we would really do is take that land and hand it back over. But you know what? This is a string to pull on, and I'm going to give this a go. This is an interesting thing that I think we could do something with. We can't revoke that because, of course, he's not a direct vassal. We can't even declare war. So maybe even this isn't much of an inroad. Keep studying at Tywin's court, because we do have that murder plot against Robert Baratheon. Again, a string that we can potentially pull on here. Hello, it's Lord Rickard Riswell of the Rills. Very confusing. He wants 105 gold. I will help you, but you must help me. Let's be just. We will help him, but he's got to do something in return, okay? We simply cannot afford 105 gold to be dropping on stuff that happens every 6 months. Counteroffer accepted. Wait, we still lost 105 gold. Did I completely misread that? Oh, I thought he was... Oh, so we also got a favor. Did I just pay 106 gold for a favor on a dude that I can't do anything with? Maybe. Maybe I did. Yeah. That's the downside of playing just Ned Stark. What a horrible man. Oh my God. Oh my God. And one of the more interesting, Harry and Carstar. Did this not happen last time? We stopped being rivals? Do we actually stop being rivals? Yeah, we're now officially not rivals. But now he's become our rival again. Interesting, because we're feuding. Or in theory we're supposed to be feuding, but I'm not sure that there is much of a feud because we're technically the same dynasty. Obviously you can't do the kind of standard CK3 house feud in that regard where you murder your way through a whole dynasty. Wow. Oh, look at Bobby stood there though. I'm happy with that. If we've done anything good, I think that's it. Hold on. Modifies the acceptance in the following ways. Oh, I see. That's tremendously confusing, isn't it? I feel like that tooltip's a bit misleading. So this will happen no matter what. And then we can modify it by also trying to get a hook on him. Your lands come with your with responsibilities, Lord. Oh, we have to do it. I hate him. I hate him so much. This is not my type of character. This is not my type of character. Not in this very, very stable, perfect world. We've got to hunt. We've got to hunt with Lord Maldrick. This could be Ned's last day, so he's really got to impress me here. Lord Maldrick, where's his... Where are we heading to see Lord Maldrick? So I'm just kind of checking the other sides here. It's on Skagos again. Okay, you know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, 5 dangers. What is that? Just like the ocean dangers, right? Yeah, coastal sea. So let's get rid of our mountaineer. And let's swap him out for a captain. No? Coastal sea? Oh, maybe it's the mountains instead? Sorry, what is the problem here? Oh, it's from the tiger. Oh, so we need like a forest guide. There you are. And then the other one that we are taking potentially... Oh, you know what? Live a little. Live a little. Live a little. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Okay, a little bit of danger. Might spruce things up a little bit, huh? And maybe... Okay. Maybe this is a route we could take him down. This man is just and dutiful to a fault. We're experiencing that fault right now. That fucking fault is this man is spending every goddamn penny he makes stopping me being able to do the fun stuff like tournaments and hunts and feasts because he's too busy trying to keep the realm going at any cost. And that cost is too high. Maybe next time Ned's invited to a hunt or whatever, he says to himself, oh shit, I've got to save this money for the realm because the realm's clearly having a lot of problems given that it's costing me 100 gold every 5 minutes. So maybe he starts saving his pocket money, and maybe we get into a little trouble on a journey out there, and that gives us an interesting hook. Maybe that's what we'll do. That's a good idea. Inspiring speech might quench their thirst. We've already run out of money. Brilliant. Good. Good. We've used a speech to convince them that actually they're not thirsty, it's all in their mind. A little thirst is good for the soul. Our mounts are feeble. We knew that traveling through the Thistledown steppes wouldn't be easy, but we march into a night without a stop, arriving at our destination so late that we don't even dine. Our horses neigh, refusing to leave the water whenever we find a stream. Somebody is offering us, this man here in fact, Hellman, is offering us the best mounts you'll ever find, sturdy and durable. I'm sorry, we just can't afford the expenses. Ned's gonna have to be a spendthrift. He has to be a spendthrift. It's the only way he can afford to keep doing his vassals' jobs for him. And it's not necessarily just, of course, to resolve your vassals', problems without argument. That's not necessarily a just thing to do. We don't have to do it. We're not compelled to do it. But he's an honourable man. And if someone comes to him asking for help, I don't think he's going to be the type of person to turn them away from his court. So, let's have Slay Beast. Again, he found that eagle, he got the hunter trait. Clearly there's something here. Ned is a little bit of an enjoyer of the hunt. And hopefully... Did you see that man? He just evolved backwards in time. Did you see that? Crazy. Let's get out there. He would like us to hunt a roe. It's a very basic small deer. There's almost no peril to it. There is almost no prestige. This is why I want Ned to do his own hunt. Because then we could be like, let's go fight a damn bear. We're going to go fist fight a damn bear. Bobby B would yes, Ned. He would love that. You got to give him a little excitement in his old age. The noise of the others had faded. Lord Godric and I stalk upon the row. We're almost within striking distance when Godric whispers, now that we're finally alone, there's something I have to tell you about Lord Maldrick. Talk later, vassal. Talk later. We're trusting. Okay, so we trust Lord Maldrick. We trust that he's a good boy. Let's kill that deer. Oh, God, it's Roose Bolton. Look at him. He's so scary. You want a drink, Smoothskin? No, I don't, Lord Roose. He's probably poisoned, knowing you. My vassal is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking crocuses. That sounds like something Lord Roose Bolton would do. He appears to have lost all interest in the hunt. Lord, what a bounty of nature. Look at these plants. Truly, the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. We do not appreciate these simple treasures enough. I bet he's picking poison, but Ned's none the wiser. Back on your horse. You're back on your horse. We say fascinating. What's that flower? Or... are you practicing witchcraft? Black magic, poison. Ned's not a smart enough man to know that. He'd be like, come on, Roose, get the fuck on with it. Ned's a hunter, too. It's the only personality development he's had that I can really use. Lord Maldrick's huntsman appointed a secluded clearing downwards of the beast's covert. A perfect place to form our bowline and await the row. Driven thither by... Driven thither by... Hound teams? What year is it that we're using the word thither? Our host thinks for a moment before scoffing. Give for a real hunt. We hunt by force, not by stealth. All right, then. It's more perilous. Maybe someone dies. We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves through the leafy bushes, barking wildly. Scaling a rise and disappearing into the dense thicket, the row is gone as quickly as it appears, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. You are an idiot. You're an idiot, Godfrick. Damn thing is gone. Brilliant. Well, on the plus side, we're getting a bit more hunter XP. Ned is going to do the best hunt you've ever goddamn seen, mark my words. It's going to be incredible. All we have to do is try and save up enough money to make this happen. Lynette is in charge of our food supplies, and there's patches of mold all over the place. Lynette, this is the second time you've done this. Nature will provide for us. Ned, like I said, Ned's a handyman. He'll know how to do that. Traveling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on my state of mind and vigor. Kyra, however, does not appear to be doing quite so good. We can ask Elton over here to treat her, or we could let her rest and recover fully, which I think is a little bit better. Besides, Elton, it's potentially brain surgery, not rocket science. Worst thing I've ever said. So he's trying through Tribeca Lake. Our caravan has stopped at a clearing, only to find Varian and Robert having an irate row. I'll have no more of your idiocy, you beguiling flopdoodle. Varian stamps his foot. You're the one who's whined on this entire journey, squealing, "Are we there yet?" at every crossroads, Robert retorts. Come on now, surely you two can make amends. Oh, go on. Yeah, fine, we found a way to settle their differences. Ned would be able to do that. Robert's his best friend. They've known each other for 50 years at this point. Close enough to 50 years. Our journey to Winterfell has unfortunately brought us through the wastelands of Stonepike. We were not prepared to undertake such a stretch without a single source of water, and many of my companions look as awful as dried turnips. No, inspiring speech. We did not inspire them a second time. The day of the road has been fairly calm and nondescript, much like this entire playthrough so far. We're somewhere outside of cold inside, and I close my eyes as my mount brings me forward one step at a time. Is that quacking? I honestly like the sound to be from shrubbery on the other side. It's a good omen to hear a duck's quack. Everybody knows that. The quacking of a duck can have a remarkably soothing effect. We can follow the duck. Let's follow the duck. I dismount, and the duck starts wandering into the shrubbery. I continue onwards. The soft quacking is joined by a first faint but growing stronger chorus of tiny chirps. When I turn to the next shrub, I see not one, but a plethora of ducks. I feel my knees taken in as the soft fluffiness of it all. This is too much. We gained ducklings for 10 years. As characters encountered a brood of fluffy ducklings, adorable. Stress gain minus 25%. That is the most exciting thing that's happened in this entire playthrough. You gained ducklings for 10 years. Yeah, of course we do. Slope! I hear Karen shout in panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound, like that of wood breaking, all my patience finally snapping. I step out of the dirt to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel! I'm sorry, my uncle. It was my turn on lookout. I fell asleep at the reins. We're going to be late, or shuffle the supplies around. We'll ride rough from now on. Okay, delay by 5 days or delay by 2 days? No, okay, we'll take the slower journey. It's travel experience. Oh, Jory died. Jory Castle died. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I'm sorry. We'll find a different council member. Oh, my spy master discovered a secret. Marin Stark is a non-believer. Marin. Don't tell me it's not true. You believe in the faith of the Seven? Do you believe in the faith of the Seven? Confront him. Can we confront him with that? I don't want to destroy the hooks. I just want to say, hey, Marin. No, not like this. You were the child of a wolf, literally and metaphorically. You were out there in a field when we found you. You were a gift from the old gods, and now you've turned your back on them. This is the beginning of the end. Ah, the locals have given us some supplies. Brilliant. That's good, given that we've run out of water twice and our food went moldy about 6 months ago. We've stayed on the road slightly too long, and the sun is starting to dip below the horizon. Out of the surrounding terrains, shapes start to merge and form into an angry-looking armed figure. This here has a toll. Pay up, says the biggest and frankly ugliest of the bunch. My courtier Lynette steps forward. Ah, of course, the toll. Ned would never do it. Perhaps you take payment in blood. Tolls are for peasants and I am a lord. He would never say that. He would definitely not allow them to... What's Hoarfrost? Who's Hoarfrost? Lynette's go... Oh, Hoarfrost is the man. Get him, Lynette. I guess you did then. At long last, I'm finally home. There we are, back to Winterfell to sit here and gather dust. My lord, there's an opportunity to invest in the lordship of Darset. My wife, Catelyn, draws up the details. Madam, we have no money. We have no money. Oh, it's free. Successful business endeavors. Thank God for that. Okay, we need a steward. We need a very good steward. We need a steward capable of collecting me many taxes. And then we need a good Castellan to also collect me many, many taxes. My God, vassal tax contribution up by 22%. Please, please, by all means, do that. Then you're making 12% from there. You're making 22% from there. Our master of ships is doing something good as well. Do you have a better master of ships? Jorah. Baron Wool? Is he a high lord? He's just a low lord. He's just a lord. He's just a lord's lord. I'm not really so bothered about keeping you on the council. Should be the High Lordship of the Northern Mountains. I'm going to swap you out. I'm sorry. We should give it to a character with higher seniority and, more importantly, more skills. You're fired. Sorry. Domain tax, still 5%. That's fine. That's fine. You need a lot more stewardship, I presume, to really make that count. It seems like it's 1% per 4 stewardship. So, never mind. Okay, you can change Lord Rickard's contract. We need some taxes. It's an act of tyranny. What if I use a hook? That's legal. That's not an unjust thing to do. He owed us. We're saying, look, we need some taxes for the realm. It's fair. It's fair and it's just and it's acceptable. Right. Forget about that. I don't really care about the successor. So then, I guess we sit here and look at the cash coming in. 7.8. 7.8 per month. We can afford a hunt in maybe about 10 years. So sit tight and wait. Lord Wyman. Wyman Manderley? It's Wyman Manderley himself. He kneels in deference and brings forth gifts of coin. 40 gold from Wyman Manderley. Oh my God. We might still be able to have that hunt. It crashed. No. No. Even though I think it was just a fluke crash, I have disabled all superfluous mods so that we can get back into the action. Of course, the one event in the entire history of this game that gives me gold in a significant amount has been undone, and we are back at the hunt. So I'm just going to catch us up to back to where we were. We're not sitting through all this shit again. Oh, and this time we didn't even find the friggin' ducklings. The duck squirms, flaps its wings, and flies away. Oh, boo earns. Okay, it's all happening around around the same way anyway. Nature will provide for us. Animal attack. No, except our losses. We can't afford it. We were almost at Winterfell. We're almost at Winterfell. We're like right there. Okay, thank God. Okay, back into the action then. Let me rearrange the council like I did before, because I think that was quite a handy change. Jory, are you still good? Okay, you know what? Let's just keep going as it is currently. I'm not just going to fire this man based on him being ill. That seems exceptionally rude. Oh, you sweet, beautiful man. He's back. He's back with 40 gold, please. You motherfucker. He wants money. He wants money. He wants money. The work is hard and expensive. He may accept a counteroffer and give us 75 gold. That is a massive cost reduction. I'm gonna have to counteroffer him. He lost opinion of me. It didn't cost us anything though. How weird. Oh, Lady Barbary, welcome. Well, we'll force an end to your wars, will we? Again, we've got to keep playing the character, even if I am trying to move things along a little bit more speedily. She's attacking Lord Robin of Flint's Finger because she has a claim on Mirkwood, is that? Right, she's losing a war that she started, but she does legally have a claim on it. So in that case, we shall follow legal precedent. I will end your wars because it's rightfully her terrain. She just cannot... She can't take it. So we're just going to call it a stalemate and let everybody live their lives as they are. I cannot wait to go on a hunt. One day. Lord Brandon. Oh, fuck. Fuck off! Good Lord. You know measures are expensive. Oh, and there goes all our money. Come on. You will die. Die, you old fart. He's only 45. My son Darren and his little friend Frida have taken a copy of the Legends and brought it down from the playroom. They completely ruined it. Torn pages, footprints on the cover, no respect. It looks as if little Darren doesn't care for the word of the divine. It's just a load of tripe. Respect those words. They hold wisdom and meaning. Be satisfied with what you know, then you'll always be happy. No, they hold wisdom and meaning. That's the words of the old gods, you little prick. As their lord, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law. But what is their obedience without devotion worth? Will win their unfavoring loyalty with, unwavering, not unfavoring. That would be, a little bit strange. Generous liege, or we try and impress Daenerys. They're already friends. We don't need to do that. We will win over their loyalty. That you are, please. Lord Wyman has turned up with 35 gold. Thank you. Thank you. Jory has died. Okay, so the timeline is now fully repaired. So, Lord Beric, are you more useful increasing vassal tax? I think you probably are. Keep him where he is. You get... Because, bear in mind, that affects our whole domain, so that's vassal taxes. Collect taxes is just in Winterfell, right? That's just our personal domain, so that's fine. Bobby's still keeping order. That's great. Lady Barbary is off probably getting assassinated. Lord Baron is the other guy I swapped out. Arya, our courtier. Some random lowborn woman, but she's an incredible shipmaster. Oh, God. That would be very unjust to sack a landed lord and swap it for a courtier. Let's go back to the original decision, okay? I'm going to inject my own... Oh, it crashed immediately again. What's happening? No. No. Okay, so barring the council chambers, we are back on track. Everything is very normal. I've set it to a monthly autosave so we can try and narrow down what the hell is going on. Lord John Umber has a hunt, and you know what? We're gonna raw dog it, okay? We're gonna raw dog it. We're gonna go with I guess just the caravan master, because that's 4 gold. Fine by me. Go. Boom. Let's get over there. It's fine. Lord Eddard is a Northman through and through. He can find his way. Didn't need no damn caravan master. Theon shouts in panic. A loud cracking of wood breaking or patience finally snapping. My wagon wheel has broken. I'll ride rough from now on. Shovel the supplies around. I'll ride rough. Yeah, no, let's do that. 75 prestige so that we can actually try and get to this hunt. No, hit the road fast. We're almost there. 2 people are arguing. It's Benjen and Hugo. How dare you knock me from my horse, Benjen, you beguiling fop puddle, Hugo explains. I cannot be held responsible for your distinct lack of skill, Benjen replies with a grin. It's Benjen Stark. It's Ned's nephew. Nephew, make amends. We actually made it. Oh my god, we actually made it. As we arrive and wait for the rest of the guests, Lord Jon is starting on preparations. Soon. And then we will change our goal to slay the beast. I would love to slay at least one beast in Ned's life. That would be amazing. Joining to hunt is delayed by 5 days. I've got some terrible news. We're already there. We're going to hunt a mighty boar. Amazing. Dangerous and impressive, but we will pull this off. Good idea, Great John. Look at this. 80% success chance, too. Amazing. My vassal, Lord Brancor, is first to spot its sharpened tusks. The powerful boar is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the leafy bushes. John takes off after the beast. Come, it's getting away. Let's go. This is a perilous method. Someone could very much die here. We can hardly keep up with the beast as it darts away, squealing wildly. Scaling her eyes and disappearing into the thin thicket. It's gone, it's gone. It's fucking gone again. You people suck. Have you ever hunted anything ever? Oh, I'm Ned Stark at this point. He's like, oh, I'm an experienced hunter. I've taken part in many hunts. What have you hunted, my lord? Well, nothing. But, you know, it's been a fun journey getting there. Unbelievable. We're losing a lot of stress doing this. We're actually getting a lot of prestige, too. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Well done. One day, I'm sure you'll catch something. Keep trying. Another few years, and you might get yourself a deer. God damn, we got home with absolutely no problems at all. That was good. Well done. God, I've jinxed it. I've put a curse on my man. I said if he doesn't do anything interesting by the end of today, he's got to die. And now, it seems almost consistently when we hit the 30th of this month, the whole game dies. Our finger has curled on the monkey's paw. And I'm not entirely sure why, because the only things I've added to the mod pack since beginning are cosmetic based. So this is a very bizarre outcome. I think... Oh, firstly, don't say anything about modding Crusader Kings there in the comments. I've got plenty of experience modding Crusader Kings. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. And trust me when I say there's nothing particularly odd about this configuration. I think what I need to do... Oh my god, it's 30th of that month every time consistently. Wowee. Oh no, do not stare at base game Crusader Kings 3 Ned Stark for too long. You might go blind. So, I've looked through the error logs. Crusader Kings 3 fantastic at error logging, and it's coming up as a DirectX error, which could be many things. It could be, you know, like a model in the game is problematic, a character, any kind of 3D aspect. It could be something much more simple like the resolution I'm running it at, or anti-aliasing. Or it could be the fact that OBS is causing it to error out, or it could be something even more weird, like the fact that I've got wallpaper engine open in the background. There could be so many things that's caused by that. But luckily, Crusader Kings 3, fantastic error logging that I can use and sort things out. But I am going to take the executive decision here, right? And I'm going to say that this wasn't it. This wasn't it. It was fun. It was fun getting back to the Game of Thrones world. And then we ended up with the safest, kindest, easiest run ever where nothing was happening. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take a lesson from this. I'm going to totally reset the game. Completely build everything back up from scratch entirely. Make sure everything's working. Do a lot of error log checking, that type of thing. I'm going to uninstall the game entirely and clear it all out. Like, do a complete clean reset just to be triply sure. And then we're going to start in a... We're going to come back, of course, Game of Thrones straight away. And I'm going to pick a different starting character. I will admit, the whole premise of this series was... Let's set Jon Snow up, and then we ended up not setting up Jon Snow, and then everybody ended up being wallflowers. So it didn't have a very good kind of hook to go on with. But I do think an intrigue character, somebody, or even like a more, any sort of character with ambition is fantastic to kickstart things with and get into. You know, get into the dynasty building and the realm building. And then after that, you can have your slower characters, your stewardship characters, your diplomacy characters, whatever. The more boring characters, because then you've got other people you can pay attention to. You can pay attention to the realm that, in theory, you've built up. You could host those feasts as a diplomacy character and that type of thing. Ned Stark was the wrong choice, and that's on me. But I think we'll restart things from a different beginning and come back to this. It probably won't be tomorrow, because I'll need a little time to tidy things up. But immediately day after that, we'll jump in, and I will come in with a much better premise, a better idea, and a better hook, because I have let my poor man Ned Stark down. And let's pretend, is my headcanon for that finale, Robert Baratheon, Bobby B himself, and Ned Stark have a lovely retirement. They both live to, unbelievably, to the age of 90. There is no war. There is no winter. The White Walkers all simultaneously explode, and there is no danger. And they all live forever, surrounded by family, and they die happy holding hands. That's it. That's how that campaign officially ends. You're welcome. Dude, I'm just going to wrap this up quick. See you all next time. We'll be back very, very soon. A real Game of Thrones this time. We're going to a Game of Thrones, not a game of Ned Stark sitting peacefully all day.